Top 7 ways to use Instagram guides. The main purpose of Instagram guides is to give recommendations and provide audiences with information in a more long-form manner than other posts on Instagram allow. They are a combination of a blog post with a reference guide. They are incredibly simple yet effective ways to collate ideas and information. In this guide, we will discuss the top ways to use Instagram guides and how this can be beneficial to businesses and branding online. To promote places and small businesses, if you or someone you know has a business with a physical location tagged on Instagram, you are able to create a guide promoting it. You can use user-generated content as well as your own in order to advertise in an exciting way for a business. You could explore the production process, give information on the business creation process, or different elements of the business within this guide. It will really help your audience get to know your business. Plus, audiences love to know the ins and outs of what and who they are supporting. To share information, you can use your posts as well as others in an informative guide. Using content from other creators in addition to your own is a great way to supplement your content and reach new people, as well as give exposure to other creators. And then to create a guide to your favorite spots. Create guides for your favorite place. This is great for people with an influencer-geared account. Users want to shop, eat, and visit the cool places that they know that their favorite creators frequent. Fantastic for travel guides. Turn your posts from a city into a visitor's guide and give your recommendations as to what is cool and worth checking out. You could also just create food guides and Instagram-able location guides. That one is bound to go down a treat. Behind the scenes. You could provide a detailed overview of a product or share some of the exciting production processes. Again, this depends on the kind of content you've already been sharing with your audience. Followers love to feel like they're getting sneak peeks or exclusive content. They also love seeing the less structured posts. For example, behind-the-scenes glimpses. This is yet another way to give depth to your brand. Create partnerships with businesses. As you're promoting businesses or content, particularly once you've built a large following, you'll be able to create partnerships and sponsorships with business. This makes your brand more reputable and increases your exposure. More information. If your brand shares a lot of information on Instagram posts, for example, sharing text posts with definitions or explanations of current events or even just quotes, collating relevant posts and news into a guide is a great way to go into more detail. You should collect all your posts around a single theme or idea and create them into one easy-to-navigate guide for your audience. You'll be able to go into more detail in the comments, and this is also a great way to provide recommendations for new resources or new accounts to follow. The only limit with Instagram guides is your imagination. You can create so many different things depending on your pre-existing content, your content strategy, your audience, and your creativity. Think outside the box and determine what sort of content your audience wants to be recommended and then do so. 5 reasons why you should use Instagram guides. Social media platforms are constantly bringing out new features to keep us scrolling through content and posting new posts on their platforms. The latest offering from Instagram is the Guides feature. A guide is, effectively, a kind of built-in blog post, meaning that users can create lists or recommendations on a certain topic. They involve using posts that have already been posted on Instagram, with new headings and descriptions. This presentation will run you through several reasons as to why you should take advantage of the new feature and use Instagram guides. Reason 1. Instagram guides are the best way to share your knowledge and recommendations. You create lists and compilations of posts centered around a particular theme. You can create Instagram guides on any topic, from products and places to posts. The only requirement is that the posts have already been posted to an Instagram feed. Reason 2. Guides will help you to build a personal brand. It will add authority and strength to your posting and make your business seem more reputable. You want your followers to trust and believe in you, so sharing your expertise in guides is a fantastic way to cement your brand leadership. Reason 3. Guides are a method for you to create a new kind of content. They can aid in the transition of your brand, for example, becoming more of an expert on a subject rather than an influence. However, it does not have to be an entirely new type of content. Instead, it can supplement your existing posts. This will allow you to add detail that you simply cannot in a regular post. Reason 4. You can collate all your posts under one topic in one place, which is easier for your audience to read. For example, for products, you can collect your behind-the-scenes pictures or the process. You could even do a guide that is as simple as collecting your favorite cafes and restaurants. Reason 5. Even if it does not yield immediate results, guides are a long-term feature. They will still be available on your profile, and presumably, the information will still be accurate. You can update your guides and republish them in information orders, but it can still be a fantastic way to begin to position yourself as an authority on a certain topic. Additionally, you can use guides to share content from other creators. This is a great way to not only build relationships with other brands, but also to insert yourself into the in crowd. By including your posts amongst the popular accounts and leaders in your industry, you're raising your reputation and influence too. To conclude, using Instagram guides will have numerous benefits for your business. Take the time to determine where and what guides will best fit into your content strategy and most resonate with your audience. Then, let your wisdom do the talking and watch your audience grow. 9 quick tips to creating successful Instagram guides. Instagram guides are the latest feature created by Instagram. They were implemented so users could be able to create easy lists of their favorite posts. Instagram guides are a way to give recommendations and explanations on topics and collect all your posts around a particular theme in one easy-to-find place. This presentation will run you over some simple tips for creating successful Instagram guides. The first step is obviously to make them clear and concise. It is better to have less content if the alternative content is reiteration and re-explanation. Do not just ramble on for the sake of it. Have a relevant title, succinct headings, and appropriate descriptions, as well as making sure you're not cluttering it up by having too many posts. The second tip is to ensure that your guides are relevant to your content. You do not need to create new posts or avenues for your content in order to create a guide. First, you should use and expand on the content you already have. Collate similar posts into useful resources in a guide. Once you are more confident and familiar with the concepts, as well as familiarizing your audience with your new content type, begin to create posts with guides in mind. Not all posts have to be included in a guide. They can just provide. You will need to promote your guides. The easiest way to do this is to share it on your Instagram story. Your followers will see your story and be able to click through to your guide. Amend or add comments on some of your posts to direct your followers to the guide. If you're using someone else's posts and content, you may wish to inform or ask them first. While not essential, if the post is public, it is still a polite thing to do. You then may find yourself building partnerships and being promoted to new audiences. Including content from other reputable leaders is a great way to include yourself in a larger conversation and be viewed as trusted by the association. You also need to encourage your audience to share your guides. Getting your audience to promote your content is some of the best forms of marketing. It is the social media form of word of mouth. You also need to make sure that your guides will add value to your business. If you do not have that kind of relationship with your audience or already promote certain places, products, or posts, your audience may view your guides in a more skeptical manner. Back up the posts you already have. You do not necessarily need to create brand new content to use in a guide. You can use the posts you already have. Use guides to add further depth and detail to your brand and content. You will be able to expand and encourage your audience to engage with different content in different ways. You're able to go beyond surface-level posts and limited captions, but going deeper into different themes and concepts. Most of all, you need to have fun. If you are excited about and happy with your new content type, your audience will be too. So there you have it. Guides are simple to use, and by implementing these tips, you will be an expert in no time. They can add tremendous value to your brand authority and reputation. So determine how you can best maximize this. Best 5 ways to promote your Instagram guides. Instagram guides are a new feature that is exclusive to Instagram. Instagram guides are effectively a way to create blog posts within the app. No longer will users have to click external links to find new information. It will all be able to be found within the app. This means that the promotion will also mainly be in-app. The easiest way to promote your guide is to share it to your Instagram story. It would be more beneficial to do this at a popular time of day when your stories are getting the most number of views. You should also be mindful and make sure this is the time of day where target audience would be in a position where they could take the time to read your guide thoroughly and engage properly with your content. For example, maybe you receive high engagement on simple posts or stories, like a morning coffee or inspirational quote in the morning. But for a guide, which will take longer to engage effectively with, maybe it would not be conducive to post it in the morning if your audience is full of people who work 9 to 5 and only check Instagram briefly on coffee breaks. You can also share your guides multiple times on your story, although you should be cautious of doing this too often in case your audience gets sick of the self-promotion. There is a fine line. Find the sweet spot and roll with it. As you know, on your profile, once you have created a guide, you will get the Guide tab, which is the feed where the audience will scroll through all your guides. To make sure people are aware of this, you could add a story highlight to your profile titled Information and share your guide stories there. This seems minor, but is a great way to remind your followers that guides exist. If using someone else's post, first consider asking them. You can also DM, comment to let them know, and ask if they would share it. This way, your post reaches a new audience. If someone else uses your post in that guide, it is also polite to share it in your own story. This would build a good relationship between you and the guide creator. Having such relationships are essential. They could be sharing yours, and you can build partnerships and come up with new content creations together. Adding captions to posts to encourage your audience to visit your guides is another possible strategy. In essence, promote your guides in ways that your audience will respond to. At the end of the day, the best promotion is good content, because that way, your audience will do the promotion for you.